Hello everybody! Today is a mini cases video. When I'm filming this, it's been a minute since I've actually filmed one of these. I don't think it's been that long since one has gone up, but it's been a minute since I have actually filmed one of these, so I'm excited. I love doing these because I get to talk about more than one person at a time. If you've never seen one of my videos that's a mini cases video, basically I just talk about multiple people that either don't have a lot of information or there's just not enough information on them to do a video alone. So I will group them together and I will talk about them all in one go. And that is what we're doing today. Today we're talking about three people in particular. Donetha Snead. I don't want to say it's not Sneeze. I know I can't enunciate that well, but it's Donetha Snead, Ira Elizabeth Shaw, and Hazel Ruth Smith. And we're going to go one by one, and we're going to start with Hazel Ruth Smith. And before we get into it, all the links that I use for research will be down below, like always. I always encourage you guys to go and do your own research, but there will also be a link to my project that I am launching in September. I mentioned this in other videos, but in case you missed those, I am launching something in September. There will be an official video for that coming in September, but if you're curious and you want to see what I'm going to be doing, there will be a link down below. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to start off with Hazel. So, on February 5th, 1993, the 40-year-old would disappear from Atlanta, Georgia. She was last seen walking in the vicinity of the 1900 block of Baker Road, which is located in the northwest part of the city. No news reports about her case have been shared, only Charlie Project and the Doe Network, and it's unclear of who even reported her missing. The status of any potential investigation into her case is also unknown. There's really only one photo of her publicly, and her work and family life are also a mystery, so I don't really know anything else about her, unfortunately, which is often the case with these videos. But I do have a description of her. She was 5'1", 148 pounds, with black/dark brown hair and brown eyes. She was last seen in beige pants and a beige shirt with tennis shoes. Anybody that knows anything about Hazel's last whereabouts or where she could be, you are urged to contact the Atlanta Police Department at 404-546-4235. And I will have her photo up on the screen for a few moments so that you can see what she looks like. Moving on to Ira. So 15-year-old Ira was last seen leaving the Lyndon B. Johnson Library in the 2300 block of Red River Street in Austin, Texas at 5 p.m. on June 19, 1978. She had a summer job at the library and she planned to walk to her aunt's home after work to meet her mom, but she was never seen or heard from again. And the description I have of her is that she stood at 5 foot, 120 pounds, with black hair, brown eyes, and her nicknames are Liz and Ira Liz. So Ira Liz. She has a large light colored birthmark on her right leg, extending from her pelvis down to her thigh. Anybody with any information about Ira, you are urged to contact the Austin PD at 512-974-5250. Again, the phone number for Austin PD is 512-974-5250. And we're going to end this video off with Donetha. So, the 32-year-old vanished from St. Augustine, Florida in April of 1993, and it would be years before we learned what happened to her. Donetha had her struggles. She was involved with sex work and drug use. And just very quickly, I want to say that I don't want to hear anything down below about either of these things. Whenever I see a case where someone is involved with sex work or drug use or both, there are always comments in those comment sections, not in my videos, but other videos, about how, like, oh, this is so sad, but maybe if they weren't doing this, it wouldn't have happened to them. There's a lot of victim blaming going around, just really nasty comments, and I want to say, we're not going to be doing that. You will respect Donetha, and you will leave respectful comments only, or you will be banned. Just because this is her life and this is what she chose to do, and you might not have agreed with it, you don't have the right to make those nasty comments about her. She did not deserve what happened to her. So be respectful or leave. But continuing on, like I said, she was involved with sex work and drug use. The Doe Network reports that in 1997, the serial killer Daryl Lindsay admitted he was responsible for her murder. He claimed he saw her working as a prostitute, and she walked West King Street. The two then went to Master's farm, where Daryl lived in a trailer. They spent the day together, and he said he would drive her back, but on the way back, Donetha allegedly told him she was HIV positive. He said he drove to the end of a paved road before he beat her and then took her into the woods and threw her in a nearby creek. It's believed he was connected to 25 or so murders. In 1999, he pled guilty to second-degree murder of 6 victims. He received a 30-year sentence and died of cancer in 2001. Donetha's remains have never been located, and neither have those of another victim, Diana Richardson. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office at 904-824-8304. Again, that phone number is 904-824-8304. And that is all 3 people that I wanted to talk about today. The cases of Ira, Hazel, and Donetha. Please let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, thank you so much for listening to their stories. Hopefully we can get some updates on them. I know that they're all from, decades past, and those cases usually go cold or don't get solved, but hopefully we will have updates, and if we ever do, of course, I will update you guys. But thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.